SpaceX is less than 24 hours away from a historic launch. The team is in the final preparations on the Space Coast right now.
That's right. And ABC Action News reporter Michael Paluska sitting down with a retired shuttle astronaut for a look at our past and our future.
And if you have a clean line of sight to the east and, of course, the weather is cooperating, you can watch that launch just after 4:30 from anywhere in Tampa Bay.
T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. All three engines up and burning. 2, 1, 0. And liftoff, the final liftoff of Atlantis on the shoulders of the space shuttle. America will continue the dream.
It is a countdown to history Americans have waited nearly 9 years to hear again.
4.5 million pounds of hardware and humans taking aim on the International Space Station.
July 8th, 2011, that is the last time astronauts rocketed into space from U.S. soil. The end of an era, the shuttle program, 30 years and 135 missions in the books. For the past decade, our brightest and bravest have been forced to hitch a ride to space on Russian rockets.
I want to see this thing be a total success. I want to see them come back, share the experience, get people fired up about launching from U.S. soil again.
Retired astronaut Bruce Melnick flew 2 shuttle missions in the early 90s. His first was on Discovery and then Endeavour.
The maiden voyage of Endeavour on a satellite rescue mission.
We're the fortunate ones. We're the real lucky ones to get to go up there and then look back at the Earth.
Only 3 countries have launched people into space: Russia, the USA, and China. And on Wednesday, SpaceX aims to be the first company.
Dragon launch escape initiated.
Dragons away.
Years of development and testing all leading to Wednesday's planned launch from historic Pad 39A at the Kennedy Space Center.
Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
The same one used to send Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin to the moon.
Ignition, liftoff. Set for 5, aim high. Go Falcon, go Dragon.
The SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket will propel NASA astronauts Doug Hurley and Bob Behnken into a new age of commercial space exploration. SpaceX, Blue Origin, and United Launch Alliance all setting their sights on the moon and beyond. SpaceX is poised to be the first company to make it happen, possibly changing the future of space travel.
We haven't had anything where we've had humans in space that we say, eureka, by humans being up here, we can make some money. When that happens, and it's only a matter of time before it does, you'll see space travel really taking off.
When Melnick looks out at the stars from his porch, he remembers his mission, his excitement, and what we are all searching for.
Why are we here? You know, and the answer is going to be out there in space somewhere, probably.
Melnick says the only way to reach the moon again, Mars, and beyond are partnerships with private companies and the U.S. government to win the space race. Does this sort of reclaim America's place in the space race where we haven't been relying on Russia to send U.S. astronauts to the International Space Station?
Absolutely, absolutely. My wife and I actually went to Moscow. The Russians made you think that the Americans had nothing to do with flying in space. It was they're the ones that flew to space station. They worked on the space station. It was almost like the Americans didn't exist. So absolutely, we start flying from U.S. soil. God bless America.
In Tampa, Michael Paluska, ABC Action News.